Thank you for accepting the interview. I'm Leandro
Thank you.
Mello from Symphonic. We are a media blog from Brazil. We talk about more specific about symphonic metal and the other genres related to symphonic metal too. So, guys, welcome. Please, this is Chiara, and we would like to know how did you start the band Moonlight Haze? How it began?
Oh, well, it all started in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was actually Julio, our drummer and keyboard player and main composer of the songs. He called me because we used to play for another band together, and yeah, and in late 2018, he called me and he was like, "I am sorry that we don't play together anymore. So I wanted to like." Create a new band and I'd like you to be the singer. And at first I was like, well, I'm not sure. I
Mm-hmm.
know, like creating something from scratch is can be extremely hard and
Mm-hmm.
extremely like demanding. But then uh, a couple of days later, he sent me an email, and the subject of the email was top secret songs. So
Oh,
he basically already composed like three demos that ended up being included in the track list of the Rerum Natura, our debut album.
uh-huh.
So that's how it all started. And yeah, I was so excited about the songs that he sent me that I spent the whole night like writing the vocal melodies and the lyrics. And the day after, I called him back and I was like, well, uh, the new songs are awesome. And now we're gonna look for some other musicians that would be capable of playing such a demanding stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we wanted to have like very skilled musicians, but also we wanted to be surrounded by like kind and smart people. So we looked for musicians that we already know personally.
Mm-hmm.
So the first that came to my brain, the first name was our bass player, Alessandro.
Okay.
And I had the chance to see him live many times with Elvin King, and I knew it was a great bass player and also a very nice person. So it was like, I want you in my band. And basically, the same thing happened with all the other members of the band, Marco and Alberto. We called them, and at first they were like, well, are you sure you want to start a new band from scratch? And then we sent them the songs and they basically fell in love with the music just like me. So so yeah, that's how we all decided to join the band. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that you decided to do it because it's a really good band. I love all of the songs from the previous albums to this new album that you were just released. All
Thanks a lot.
great albums. And yeah, I would ask you, what is the meaning behind the name of the band, Moonlight Haze? Do you know?
Well, uh, I came up with a name Moonlight Haze because we mainly compose during the nighttime.
Mhm.
So sometimes it feels like the moon is like making us going crazy. I don't know. I get many inspiration from the moon for my lyrics. We all like writing during the nighttime. That's basically why we call
Um,
the band Moonlight Haze.
that's good. Good, interesting. It's interesting. So, and how did was the composition process of the new album to write the songs?
Well, it all started in summer 2020. We released our second album, Lunaris, in June 2020. And yeah, as you can imagine, that was quite like a tough time for shows and festivals. So
Oh,
we had a lot of gigs planned for that summer that ended up being canceled because of the pandemic. Um, so we decided, like the five of us decided to gather in a very isolated place up in the mountains, like in the middle of nowhere, because we had like a couple of festival that we were about to play in the next month. Just only a couple. Like we had many gigs planned, but only a couple like were ended up being. And yeah, well, so we gathered in a place up in the mountains, and we I mean, we always have new melodies in our minds, like every time. Sometimes while I'm driving, I like sing choruses and just record some humming stuff and send them to Julio. And the same goes for Julio. Sometimes it's like, yeah, I have this melody in my brain. And well, we decided to spend an entire week up in the mountains, basically to rehearse for the upcoming surviving shows. And also, we wanted to like, okay, let's see what happens with the melodies we have in mind. So that's how we started. That's where we started composing the album, and then another couple of lockdowns came in the following months. So I think that writing this new album together, even if we were far apart from each other because of the lockdowns and everything, like kept us together and made us feel like even more connected somehow. So that's also why we decided to name the new album Animus, which is a Latin word that has many meanings, and the most important, I mean, for us, um, um, are courage, and also will, and also life force. So even if we were on lockdown, we never lost our hope and our will to bring our music worldwide. That's why we decided to call the new album Animus.
That's good because it's a great message. Because beside of the pandemic, the world were facing in 2020, you kept with a positive message, with a good vibration, and you kept the band together. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Glad that you got the positive message behind the album, because yeah, I think there's a kind of like uh double, like a double double many layer there are many layers to the
Mhm.
song, and in many songs there is a like a dark side and a bright side. Like, yeah, I'm on lockdown, but still I'm daydreaming about having fun with my friends, like playing gigs and everything. So it's, yeah, pretty much like that throughout the whole album.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the message behind the album. So it's like this, you just said, like the positivity, a message of hope. Do you consider this album like a concept album, or just an album with all the songs together?
Well, this is not a concept album, because all the songs are like they're not like strictly connected in terms of lyrics, or like
Story.
there is not a story going on throughout the album. And but in a sense they're all somehow connected. Well, we wanted to bring this message of like positivity and rebirth. I have to tell you that writing this new album was very therapeutic for us. So it helped us quite a lot to cope with a worldwide situation.
With all the negativity that was going on with the pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of uncertainty about the future. So yeah, it helped us. So that's why we wanted to give this message of positivity and rebirth. Yeah, it felt like yeah, it felt like a rebirth to publish this album. So, and we really hope this time we will have the chance to play many gigs to actually promote the album, because
Yeah.
that didn't happen with our previous album Lunaris.
Yeah, now the concerts are really happening again, so I think now you can do concerts to promote the album.
we're gonna play a gig in a couple of weeks. It's gonna be our release party, the 1st of April. Yeah, we're really looking forward to playing the new songs live, and also like the song taken from Lunaris, and also the first album, because we feel like those songs really need to be played live, and we're very looking forward to that.
It's awesome. That is very good. My favorite song from the previous Lunaris album is the Rabbit and the Moon. I think
Oh,
this is one of the best. I like the melody.
thank you, thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, I would ask you about the art cover of the album. Who designed it? It is so beautiful.
Well, yeah, we like it very much too, and thank you. Glad that you like it as well. Once again, the cover artwork was designed by Beatrice De Mori, who
Mhm.
is the girl who also like takes care about all the pictures of the band, and she also designed the previous cover artworks. So we're very happy and very proud to be working with her. Yeah, we only now we realize that we're so happy that um, from the very beginning we're keeping the same team, like in everything, same lineup, same girl for pictures and artworks, and also Simone Mularoni, who did the who performed the mixing and mastering of the
Others.
new album. Yeah, all of the three albums.
Nice. It's
Yeah.
good because it makes like a connection. Everybody knows each other. It's like
Yeah, exactly. And with time, the connection like is growing up with us, and so yeah,
nice.
it's a very nice way of working.
So I would like to ask you, what are the musical references for you and the bands? What are the bands that inspire you and artists?
Well, kind of hard to tell because each one of us in the band has different influences. I mean, uh, Julia and I like power metal for sure,
Mhm.
but we also like everyone in the band listen to different genres. I like everything from classical music to pop music to Celtic music to metal music, and
Mhm.
I'm not only talking about power metal or symphonic metal. I also like death metal and some other stuff. So I don't know. Very hard to tell. Too many to mention, probably.
Yeah, it's good. It's good because it's nice to hear everything. Yeah, but you like build your like your taste for music, you know. And
Yeah.
talking about like you mentioned death metal, and I realized that in this album you started screaming and do some grunts with your voice in the song. How did you learn to do that? And was it your plan?
Well, actually, it is something that I started with the second album, Lunaris.
Mhm.
There is a song called "The Dangerous Art of Overthinking," and there I also sing some harsh vocals as well. And yeah, as I told you, I like many different styles of metal music, and also I really like harsh vocals. And above all, I like to experiment with my voice a lot. So yeah, and when it comes to like deciding how to sing a certain part of a song, um, I like to think about my voice as if it was an instrument. I
Mhm.
mean, you can switch like the effects of the guitar, but you can do something similar with your voice. I mean, your voice remains the same. You cannot change your instrument, but you can somehow modify the sounds you're producing. So
Mhm.
that's how I like to think about my voice. So I want everything to help the song to deliver the message
Mhm.
within the lyrics. So in Animus, which is the title track, um, in the second verse, I decided to use the harsh vocals to represent the darkest part of our inner self, that is scared, that is afraid of falling or failing. Yeah, and at the same time, by the end of the song, the same harsh vocals turn into something extremely positive, and the lyrics go like unleash your inner force.
Mhm.
So uh, they basically have a double meaning. So it's like, of course, harsh vocals like are like powerful and violent in a way.
Yeah, it gives
But
energy to
yeah,
the song.
yeah, but you can like somehow you can turn like your demons into something that helps you go through situations or like go beyond your limits, and that's why I decided to add them to the song.
Nice. It's really nice because I don't know, maybe it's a trend, but I think it's very nice when women that are doing the harsh vocals instead of like picking another man to do the harsh vocals. In there are some bands that this situation. The woman sings the clean, and the man sings the harsh. This is very nice.
Yeah, that's very common actually. I also like that, but yeah, in this case, I didn't think we needed some extra singer. So
No.
yeah, I was like, yeah, can I want to experiment something new? I will try to record a demo. If it sounds good, we'll keep it. Otherwise, I'll look for another solution. And we all agreed that they sounded pretty good, so we decided to keep them.
Yeah, and it got very, very good.
Thank you.
So, yeah, this question. You produced some music videos for this album already, and really, really good music videos. And do you plan to release more music videos for the songs?
Well, I cannot tell you, but there might be there might be a new video. Who knows? Yes, I'm very glad that you like our videos. We're very lucky because our guitar player, Marco, one of our guitar players, is a video maker.
Oh,
So when it comes to like think about a new video, it's very nice and productive to talk to him about the lyrics and try to translate the lyrics into images. So it's something very creative, and I think
mhm.
he's great at doing that. For example, yeah. Let's talk about Animus, the title track again. We decided to yeah, we read the lyrics, and like the connection with our lyrics and sports were kind of clear, because the lyrics talk about never surrendering, never giving up,
Mhm.
never being afraid of falling and failing. And so it was like, yeah, but this sounds very much connected to sports. And he had this idea of involving Nicolas Visentin, which is a Italian parkour champion.
Uh-huh.
And we were very surprised because when we talked to Nicolas, he was like, he was surprised as well, because he said that our lyrics perfectly match the spirit of the parkour, which is like you fall down, you try that jump again.
Mhm.
You don't have to,
Sure.
uh, yeah, you have to try again.
Uh-huh. Never give
You
up.
don't have to be afraid. Yeah, not to be afraid of falling.
That's really good. Yeah, this video I enjoyed a lot. So I hope to see the other videos that is coming up. Um,
Who knows?
maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
And okay, what is like for people that gets to know your band for the first time, what song do you recommend the person listen to?
Hmm, that's another tough question. I'm pretty sure that our all of our songs are pretty diverse from each other, so hard to tell. Hmm.
Maybe
Well,
some from the
in some songs we decide to like reveal more of our symphonic side, and some more power metal, and you probably noticed that we are kind of obsessed with the Japanese and like Asian culture in general. So there's a lot of that as well, but all in different songs. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Listen the
maybe
whole album,
listen the
the
whole
whole
album.
album Animus, and you'll find out what we play.
Yeah, listen to the whole album, then you choose your preferred one.
Exactly, exactly.
And the album is selling like online or physical copies. How do people can buy your media?
Well, they can buy directly from the band the physical copies and the very limited editions of the vinyls. And they have to hurry up because the blue and red vinyls are selling out very fast. And they can buy them directly from our Bandcamp page. I don't
Thanks.
remember the exact, yeah, but if you if you Google like
Okay.
Moonlight Haze Bandcamp, then you Big Cartel, sorry, Big Cartel store. If you Google like Moonlight Haze and Big Cartel, then you find out our store. Maybe I can just give a quick look so that I can give you the exact address. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
very bad at this. Like Moonlight Haze Cartel. So it's like Moonlight Haze official store dot
Uh,
bigcartel.com. That's
dot big
how.
so
That's where you find it. And then of course we are on all streaming platforms. We're on Bandcamp as well, starting from this year. And yeah, and they can follow us on our official like social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram.
nice. Yeah, I'll let the information below in the description when the
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
so in the last song of the Animus album, the Horror and Thunder, né? And there's a male voice singing together with you. Who is the guy? Is it from the band?
It's a very mysterious special guest. Well, you know that in every band there's like a guitarist who doesn't play a regular guitar, but he plays like a larger, bigger guitar with less strings.
I don't.
Sometimes they call him like the bass player.
It,
Yeah, that's our bass player Alessandro. And yeah, there's kind of a funny story behind that song. um Song Horror and Thunder is inspired by an actual story that happened to us.
oh my God, a real
Yeah,
story.
a real horror story that happened to us. Well, as I was previously mentioning, we spent an entire week up in the mountains, like in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, we had a great time. It was only the five of us, and like we played quite a lot. We rehearsed. We composed some new melodies, and everything went very smooth. We had a lot of fun. During the last night, we were a little bit sad, you know, because we were about to leave the morning after, and and suddenly, like out of blue, a big and violent storm, like a hailstorm, uh, came and
Oh
hit
my God.
like the whole area. Yeah. So we were like, as I said, in the middle of nowhere, no Wi-Fi connection. Our mobiles stopped working at all. No electricity, and there was these big ice cubes from the sky hitting our cars, and we were like, "Ah, that's what's going on here. Well, maybe it's a sign we have to stay here forever." And yeah, and our bass player was yeah, couldn't help um like couldn't help pranking me all the time. Like he was hiding behind every door. There
Uh,
was no light because the electricity went down, and it was hiding behind the doors and like popping out when I was walking by. And
uh,
every time I was screaming like very loud. So I
right.
don't know, something happened in my brain. I started like, oh my god, we're in a horror movie. That's how all
If
the horror
there,
movies start, like five guys like in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the forest, a big storm and no electricity, and I don't know, my mind started wandering, and yeah. And then I took my revenge because I forced him to 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 sing the verses of the song.
Ah, okay.
So, and in the verses, he has to admit what he did to me, like scaring me to death.
So you were singing the song.
Yeah, that's how it went. Like, now you're gonna tell people
Uh,
what you did to me.
no one got hurt in the storm. Everyone is okay.
No, no, we were all fine. Just it was just a matter of, like, when you let your imagination run, you think about funny stories or horror stories and anything. Yeah, yeah, it was fun anyways. And actually, it was also very, I don't know, wild nature at full power. We were surrounded by nature. Like, the trees were as I say in the lyrics, the trees were dancing to the wind,
Uh,
and it was nice, beautiful, and scary at the same time.
all the
But yeah,
sa- the
we survived. We survived.
that and it gave you inspiration for the music.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So yeah, I have a question that I ask everybody here because of Playphonic blog. We talk about symphonic metal, and I like to ask you, what is symphonic metal for you? What is the meaning of it? What is its importance?
Well, it is very important to me, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't play in a symphonic power metal band. I don't know. Somehow, when I found out about symphonic metal when I was like 16 or so,
Mm.
and I actually had been playing the piano for many years
Oh, no.
back then. And yeah, and of course I was very much into classical music. But at the same time, I had started listening to metal music, but I didn't know about symphonic metal. And then suddenly, I listened to Wishmasters by Nightwish, and I was like, oh my God, this is perfection. Like,
Mm.
classical music and metal music intertwined together. I was like, oh my God, I wanna play that style. So it's basically, yeah, I don't know, it's perfection in
Yeah,
some ways.
the mix between the classical and the heaviness of the heavy metal. It's
Yeah,
very
that's
cool.
my favorite thing about symphonic metal, like the melody and at the same time the power and violence of metal. I mean, violence in a good way. It's not
Yeah,
that metal is a violent kind of music, but it's powerful, and
powerful. Yeah.
it's yeah, it can be played very loud, and also, yeah. So that's what I like the most about symphonic metal.
That's
Metal and melody, like, binded together.
really good. So let me see if I have another question. Yeah. Well, I wanted you to say what else you want to share about the new album, if you haven't talked about any other thing that I didn't ask.
I don't know. Let me think. Do you have other question? Oh yeah, there's one thing that I want to ask you. What is
Mhm.
your favorite song taken from Animus?
I think for me, one of the favorites is the title Animus. That is my favorite one. And I like it's insane because it's very energetic too. But my favorite one is the Animus.
Okay.
But I really enjoy the opening of the album because there's a big choir and it's powerful and there's epicness in the beginning of the album that gives you, whoa, this is we're gonna have to listen to the album.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. We thought it was a nice opener. Yeah.
good. So would you like to leave a message for our fans in Brazil? We have like people that follow Polyphonic most in Brazil, but we have like people that are RDNCs in United States and Europe, in Argentina too. A lot of people.
Well, we hope we will have the chance to visit you very soon.
That's good.
Yeah, we really can't wait to bring our music worldwide. So hope to see you, to meet you in person very soon.
Yeah, maybe there's a way for you like to do a concert in South America and then you come to Brazil. It will be
Yeah, hopefully, we'd love to play in Brazil. So who knows?
nice.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe sooner than we all think.
yeah, because now the concerts are coming back to Brazil too, so it's
Looks
all
so.
getting back to normal slowly, but the things are
Yeah,
getting more light and normal without COVID. Yeah,
yeah. Hopefully, we'll get back to normalcy as soon as possible. Like 100%. Like, yeah.
yeah.
It's been quite a long time now.
Long like 2 years of this situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks to being here, and
Thank you for the invitation. It was a
yeah,
pleasure.
was really a pleasure to meeting you and talking to you. I hope your new album gets really a success, and we
Thank
see
you.
each other later.
Bye bye. Talk
Bye
soon.
bye. See you soon.
Ciao. Ciao,
Ciao.
ciao.
Ciao.